away from this segue from this section. You see, once we recognize that power of the generative being, the organs, and we start sight up sperm, the level, that microscopic level where we're all coming from, all the way now, coming from the level of the microscopic level. We are simply billions of cells are multiplied, you know. But you're coming from one. And so within that head of the sperm, where the consciousness of most things, half of the being is. Because the half of the consciousness is in the egg. But within that head, and within that egg, and within that environment of ocean, of fluid, that this experience is taking place, we can say that the egg and the sperm is in an ocean. Yes, it's in an ocean. And if we hold that meditation, you see, once we come out full, in terms of full adult, we can see that we are also still in an ocean. So perhaps we must view ourselves as in an ocean, but we're going to call the ocean now the mind. Yes, so we know the mind now is an ocean in which we are born. We don't own a mind individually. We are born in the mind, and we have access to the energy fields that are in the mind. How do we access these energy fields? Through knowledge of the pineal eye. So that is a connection now we're trying to make now for the eyes to see themselves, you know. How do we link up with the cosmic forces that surround us? So the mind is not something that when we point to our head, it is in there. What is in our heads is our brain and our pineal eye. But it's the eye that is the center of the mind. And each eye is at the center of the mind. For wherever your consciousness is, that is the center of your reality. Therefore, that is the center of the mind. So, metamorphosis, speaking to eye, word, sound, and power, that the generative organs in which we hold our beings for millions of years before we can reproduce them into this format, that level shows us that we are living in an ocean. And we see that the child in the fetus also lives in the ocean and breathes through lungs. So technically, we actually evolved out of the sea. So suppose I tell you black people evolved from the fish. What a thing. What a thing if we really evolved from the fish. Yeah, outside the box I'm calling thinking, there's no box. We're just thinking. Metamorphosis, Dr. IMAN BLAK. Free up on the self. To the brethren who have their future close by. They say, I must be knowledgeable that the sperm, which is the foundation seed, yeah, requires maturity. And there are theories and arguments that suggest that it takes 72 days for sperm to mature. 72 days for sperm to mature. Someone will have to hold his meditation develop strong sperm. Yeah, man. So that's why man gets involved in physical training and meditation and doesn't focus so much on that other organ. Because oftentimes we get fixated on the sex organ. Yeah, man, the male gets fixated on the female organs and she does the same. So we lift in the consciousness and become aware of the powers. And therefore, once you understand the powers, we refrain from abusing. MetaMorphOsis, Dr. IMAN BLAK, /FM.